Jason. Welcome to my channel. Today you can see that we're obviously at the tying bench, which is actually my dining room table. And today we're going to tie up a super simple little pattern for coastal sea run cutthroat called the Delia squid, or at least my take on it. So in the vise we've got an Ahrex size 8 saltwater streamer hook. We're going to be using some marabou in a sand or light tan color. We've got some petite or 10mm pearl estaz for the body. I'm going to go ahead and get a little extra with it and throw in some rubber legs. And basically that's it. You can see it's got a little cone head bead on it. So let's get tying. So let's go ahead and get that thread started. We're going to take this back to right about where the crush down barb would be. Now I've got a plume of marabou here already pre-selected, and we're going to use the tip of the marabou feather, not the real webby stuff on the sides. And I want that to be about 1.5 times the shank. Let's get a couple nice tight wraps in there. We'll come up underneath a couple times. And just a couple of loose wraps to get that bound down. And let's go ahead and cut that off right behind that cone head. Don't throw your waste away. You can use that on a different fly that you want those webbier bits of that feather. So let's go ahead and get that lashed down. Alright, it's looking okay. A lot of people tie this with flash in the tail. You can certainly do that, but I decided to throw some rubber legs in there to give that kind of squiddy look. I want those legs to be just a little bit longer than the tail itself. So what I'm going to do is tie them in on my side. Couple of solid wraps. Bring it up a hair. And then I'm just going to fold this one over to your side. And now we can start cranking down on those bad boys. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and take them, and I'm not stretching them, just pull them taut. We'll just go a little bit longer than the marabou on the tail. Alright, let's tie in our body. So the body, again, super simple. It's just some pearl estaz, the smaller size or the petite size. We want to make sure that we don't obscure this gape in this hook at all. So I've exposed the core, we'll bring that back. And we'll just take our thread all the way forward and behind the bead. I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick whip finish here if I can find my tool. I got a big mess going on here. If your tying desk isn't a mess, do you even tie, bro? Just a quick little whip finish because I'm going to use the rotary function on my vise for this. So nice tight touching turns with this material. It's pretty sparse material, so we want to keep these nice and tight if we can. Alright, we're going to pack it in nice and tight right behind that cone. I'm feeling pretty good with that right there. Couple 2 or 3 up and over the top. Couple 2 or 3 in front. We can snip that out. I'm just going to go ahead and whip finish right there. One more for good measure. And that's it. That's your finished fly. Let's go ahead and give this a little brush out in case we trapped any of those. That's it. That's your finished fly. Super simple. Throw this on an intermediate sinking line. Vary your retrieves to whatever you think is correct and go catch some fish. This certainly does not have to just be a Sea Run Cutthroat fly. Tie this same pattern in still watercolors. This fly doesn't have any weight to it at all, so if you want to fish it in rivers, you might want to add some lead wraps to it. But still water or Puget Sound on a sinking line, this will catch you some fish. Hope to see you again soon. Until then, tight lines.